This is a story of the Three Little Pigs, voiced over by Musteli Mubuso. Once upon a time, there lived three little rappers, Meek Mill, Kanye West, and Jay-Z. One day, their mom got tired of all of them, especially Meek Mill, and kicked them out of her studio and told them to go build studios of their very own. Meek Mill, aka the King of L's, thought that straw would make a good studio. So he decided to build his studio out of straw. He built it very quickly and he was very pleased with his results. Garbage. Kanye West, in his higher echelon mindset that made him feel like he was a lot better than everybody else, decided to make his house out of Yeezys. So he decided to make his entire studio straight out of Yeezys, and he did it very quickly, and he was very pleased with his house made out of Yeezys. Jay-Z, aka Hove, aka the King of Rap, thought that bricks would make a very strong studio. It took him a long time to build a studio made of bricks, but he was very pleased with it and he named it Rockefeller. One day, a big, bad Canadian wolf named Drake came along. He was looking to destroy some studios and eat up rappers' careers. Here comes Drake. Dun 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 dun, Six God. Drake saw Meek Mill in his studio straw and he knew that he was soft and he was about to get an L real quick. So he walked up to the straw house and he said, little peg, let me come in, he growled. Not by the hair on my soft chin, cried Meek Mill. It looked like Meek Mill was not gonna open the door, so Drake decided to hit him with some hard bars to get this little pig out of the house. So Drake reached back with all his might, and he blew, and he huffed, and he puffed, and he spit the menace bars alive. Oh man. Oh man, indeed. And McMill's house went down in the ground. So McMill was forced to run. Drake followed McMill all the way to the studio made out of Yeezys. He walked up to there and he said, little peg, let me come in, he growled. Not by the hair on my chin, cried Kanye West, aka Yeezus. Kanye West also refused to open up the door, so Drake decided to spit some hard bars in order to break down his studio and eat up his whole career. So Drake huffed and puffed and he spit the hardest bars alive. I got a house in LA, now I got a bigger pool than Ye. And look, man, Ye's pool is nice, mine's just big is what I'm saying. Yes, pool was nice, but Drake just spit a little bit too hard for those bars and he blew the studio made of Yeezys down to the ground. So Kanye and Meek Mill decided to run to Jay-Z's house. Drake followed the pigs to the studio made of bricks, aka Mansion Rockefeller. He walked up to the mansion and he said, little pig, let me come in, he growled. Not by the hair on my chin, cried Jay-Z. Jay-Z wasn't going to allow Drake inside the house, so Jake said he'll huff and he'll spit some bars and he'll blow the house away. So Drake huffed and puffed and he spit the one line he could against Jay-Z. I used to want to be on Rockefeller, then I turned into Jay. Now I got a house in LA. Now I got. Sadly, it did not work. He could never become Ye, and he could never blow the brick house down known as Rockefeller. The fact that Drake couldn't blow down the brick house made Drake very angry, so he climbed on top of Rockefeller and he was going to crawl down the chimney and get Jay-Z, Kanye, and Meek Mill. It was a bad idea, but Drake was willing to do anything. Drake was in for a big surprise because Jay-Z had been cooking up some hot bars, and as soon as Drake fell down the chimney, Jay-Z spit them. Niggas always asking me the key. Till you own your own, you can't be free. Till you own your own, you can't be me. And Drake could never beat Jay-Z, and splash, he fell right into the pot of hot bars that Jay-Z had made. Oh, Drake cried. Drake was very shocked and he jumped out of the pot and ran straight out of the break studio. And he never messed with Jay-Z ever again. The three little pigs lived happily ever after in the studio made of bricks, except Meek Mill because he wasn't part of Rockefeller and no one really liked him. The end. Thank you for listening to my show and vote for me to win the extra potency.